Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Adrienne and I make beauty content videos. Eyeshadow palettes are my favorite. I'm a licensed esthetician and I'm also a bridal makeup artist, so occasionally you will see videos on my channel related to my two businesses. But today I am so excited to share with you my Pat McGrath haul that I picked up during her Black Friday sale. I think it was a few days before the Black Friday sale. I'm going to go ahead and take the boxes out. Try to get all this stuff set up before I start recording so I could access it easily, but I did get 3 eyeshadow palettes from Pat McGrath and they are mothership palettes. I think I'm going in order. You can come for me down in the description box, not description box, but comment section. If I'm not listing these right, I get so confused with which palette is what and they're so hard to tell, but I have destroyed this box getting it open. I can't figure out how to get everything to go back in together, but this is the Decadent palette and this is palette number 4, I think. I picked this palette up. I wanted it in my collection. It is this one here and I went ahead and took them out of the box so I didn't have to fight with it. It's already fingerprinted, as you can see. This black lacquer just won't stay clean for anything. I didn't take the plastic off of it. I just took it out of the box and I am going to turn it upside down so I don't drop it. This thing is really heavy, but this is the Decadent palette. I'm not sure how long this has been out, but this is probably at least 2 years old, so it's not new. And it looks like an all metallic palette. It doesn't have any of the special shimmer shades in it. I was aware of that when I got it. I didn't think I was going to get this palette, but I ended up wanting it. I thought these shades looked like they would be really pretty with the Great Matte palette, that I could turn out some really good looks, and I can't wait to get into it and see what I think of the looks. But these palettes normally run for $125 a piece, and I did get it for 30% off of Pat McGrath's website. So I want to say it was $81 and some cent when I got it, and that's like the best deal I've ever seen on them. Usually I get 25% off, or if I were to get it through the Sephora VIB sale, I only would have gotten 15% off. And they don't have all of her palettes, so sometimes you have to pick and choose which ones you can pick up. But I'm going to move on to the next palette I got, and hopefully I'm saying the right order for this one. This one, I believe, is the 6th palette, and I don't know what this one is called. Let's see if I can read what it says on here. The Midnight Sun palette. This is what the packaging looks like, and it's one of those where it just opens this way. I'm happy I'm showing you this box. I probably won't end up keeping it. Maybe I will for the video, but I don't really care for this packaging. It just kind of grosses me out. I know it's artistic and pretty, and I like it because it looks purpley on the box, but I don't really care for the bugs crawling in the mouth. And this is what that palette looks like on the outside, and I don't know why I'm showing this to you. Pretty much all the black lacquer ones look exactly the same, and there's a mirror just like the other ones, but this is what this palette looks like. Of course, I really like the purple and the grungy green that's next to it. Those were the two things that really drew me in. I like this shade here, and I'm hoping that it will turn out to look great on my complexion. Sometimes with the yellow undertones, I don't like the way the oranges look. The yellow undertones just intensify it and turn it into something not as pretty as what I think it looks like in the palette. But these seem to have 4 of those Blitz Astral shades, and I really think I'm going to like that formulation, so I'm excited to have this. And the mattes in here, they do look basic, but it looks like something basic that I could create an everyday to day wear. And it also looks like some shades that would go well with the Decadent palette. So I'll have to see what I think of that in the future. Same thing, it was on that great sale. And the last palette I got was the 9th palette, the Utopian palette. And it's got that, I'm not going to undo the string on it, but it opens the same way as that Midnight Sun palette does. This was supposed to be her really colorful one that came out this fall. The box definitely is colorful, and this is what the palette looks like. Same outside packaging as the rest of them. And these are what the shades look like on the inside. I'm sure you've probably already seen this palette also, as it is not new, and a lot of people were making videos on this a few months ago. The reason that I really wanted this palette, obviously I like the purple and this pink shade in here. That's a no-brainer, but the mattes in this palette, like this half of this palette, this way is what really sold me on it. These peach shades in here just look beautiful. I can't wait to see what they swatch like on my complexion. I thought that this was such a pretty combination. At first I didn't think I was going to pick this palette up, but the more I looked at the matte shades in the palette, I really wanted them. Because the Astral shades, Blitz Astral shades, look beautiful to me also, but they look like some of the other things in some of her other palettes, and was saying that if you did my room tour with me, you saw that I have quite a few other Pat McGrath palettes. If you haven't, I'm going to go ahead and post a link to that up here. You can click on it. I'll also leave the video down in the description box if you want to click on it after this video. But this order completed my Mothership palettes. I have all 9 of the Mothership palettes. So I am extremely ecstatic about that. That is quite an investment. I want to know how you guys want me to do the content, because I would like to ultimately do a rankings video, and a lot of the Mothership palettes that I already have, I haven't really gotten into them. I think maybe all of them that I have, I've used them at least once, but I definitely don't really know how the inner workings of all of them go and all the combinations that can be done with them. And these 3 new ones, they just showed up in my collection yesterday, so I couldn't wait to record this video for you today. Right now though, I'm in the middle of doing the BH Cosmetics series on the Birthstone palettes, and the look I'm wearing today is the Emerald palette. That video should already be up and posted, so I'll leave a card up here for you to check this video out. So I am on the 4th palette in that Birthstone collection, and this is November 30th, the night that I'm filming this, so hopefully tomorrow or at midnight the Topaz palette, the last palette in that collection, will release. I want to hurry up and get the rest of that series done so I can do a ranking on those palettes. So I'm probably going to finish those out before I start with the Pat McGrath, but I wondered if you guys wanted me to just go in chronological order from 1 to 9 with each one of the palettes, and maybe take a little bit longer instead of just creating one look with the palette, actually diving in and creating all the looks that I think I can get out of the palette and put it in one video and just do like a total review on each one of the palettes. Since they are such a pricey luxury item, I kind of feel like they do deserve that. Before, you know, somebody, I can recommend them going and spending that type of money to add a palette like that to their collection. I think that it's important to really know if they're going to like the shades and how they work and perform, and what my opinions are on the formulations. So I'm up for doing that, and I'm also up for, if you just want like sporadic throughout the course of I don't know how long, me getting into each individual palette kind of as I want, and then eventually maybe closer to summer or so be able to give you like a rankings on it. I'm kind of just so excited. I really want to get them ranked soon and figure out which ones I really like, because I think I'm going to be in for some surprises once I get to dig in and start really playing with these palettes. I think some of the ones that I thought I would like more than others, I might change my mind once I start combining things, because I have noticed that unlike most other palettes, the Pat McGrath palettes, like her matte shades and sometimes lack thereof matte shade variety, can present like some different challenges. I don't really think it's a challenge, but a different way to work with her palettes, because I noticed that a lot of her palettes have mid-tone range shades that are more of a shimmer than they are a matte. So I'll have to really think when I'm working with these palettes. It won't be like picking it up and doing some of the basic quick looks that I do with the generalized palettes that have your basic warm crease color and your basic bone shade. You know, these palettes have a lot more variety in them, so I am so excited to add obviously all of this to my collection. And I just need to know what's the best way to organize it so you guys will want to see each one of the videos. I know a lot of these are probably such old news to you that you might not even have interest in some of these palettes, but please let me know down in the description box, because 9 of these great palettes is really kind of overwhelming. But as soon as I'm done with the BH Cosmetics series, I do want to get started on it. Whether I devote everything back to back to it, maybe I only go through 1 palette a month or something, focus on each one of them over a month's period. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I'm up for some suggestions. So please let me know, like I said, down in the description box. But I am going to quit rambling now. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You also want to hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so YouTube notifies you every time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys soon.